Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stefen Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field, and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. An audible here to get a new look.
43 is the mic.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens add 6 to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield, 75 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And Davis has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen now on 1st down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Allen now looks to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Back to the ground, Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They run once more with Edwards. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. In motion left, Flowers. Here's Jackson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 38 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw. Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Let's go. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
Now Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Cook. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Allen.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
43
Jackson to throw.
Pass out left finds Kohler.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Jackson. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Pushing through the contact. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Here's Allen.
They'll roll him out right. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the two-point try. Why did they go for the two-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
They still can't get him. And time finally Well, he runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. To the right side, this is Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Edwards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On first down, Allen.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 65 yards.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.